A staggering number of small businesses say they're on the brink of collapse due to soaring operating costs, especially energy bills. The industry crisis is putting pressure on the government to extend energy relief, with families also feeling the pinch.
Yeah, not just the families, all of us. Every single person in Australia is struggling to survive today. It's insane. You know, we're actually poorer percentage-wise than we were during the Great Depression. That's how bad it is. It's insane.
Shoppers stroll past Christmas trees and Santa waves from windows, but tonight nearly a third of Australia's small businesses say this Christmas could be their last.
It comes from things like rising costs, high energy costs, and also the amount of time that they've got to spend on doing compliance tasks.
New ABS data shows business turnover rose 2.2% in the month of September, led by a surge in manufacturing and mining as demand for gold jumped. But it's retailers struggling, where trade grew but just 0.1%.
Yeah, corporations did great, whilst people couldn't put food on the table. What a great world we live in.
Yeah, small business is the backbone of the economy. Many of them are under a lot of pressure.
All of them are under pressure.
Our number one focus is always on cost of living and on the economy and making a difference to people's pockets.
No, your focus has been tricking the people of Australia into turning a blind eye to a genocide.
Tonight, charities say demand is high heading into Christmas, and if families struggle, retailers will too.
Because retailers are families. What?
We're hearing from Australians across the board that they're struggling. They're struggling to put food on the table.
The other big expense is electricity. With power bill subsidies about to expire, the government is under internal pressure to extend relief to households and businesses.
Yeah, because right now we're getting the so-called relief, but we still can't freaking manage. We're still barely scraping by.
We know that Australians want to see help from the government. We've been there with the energy bill relief.
Well, I've said that the rebates won't be a permanent feature. We'll always look, though, at cost of living as our number one priority.
And despite crying out for lower energy prices, business groups agree.
We'd be very cautious about advocating for that. At some point, those rebates have got to be unwound.
And with energy prices a driver of inflation, a warning from the Reserve Bank.
More plausibly, perhaps, at the moment, you might worry about how much remaining room there is.
Plausibly, perhaps, at the moment. Kind of would rather a more certainty in his statement.
Meaning interest rate cuts may be forecast.
Done so, congratulations!
But they're far from guaranteed. Charles Croucher, 9 News.
Even if they come in, what does that do? We don't need more teeny little bits and bobs of relief. We need an entire change to the system so that we're no longer struggling to survive to put freaking food on the table. This is ridiculous.